Hello and welcome. Today we are going to do things just a little different upon opening. This is the Daily Dharma. Thank you for joining. My name is Dina. So today, the date on the calendar says that it is December 11th, so 12/11. Many of us out here that are energy workers, that are kind of the gateway keepers, the portal holders, the sacred bridges of energy here, many of us will be sensing that there's this gateway opening, this 1212 portal. Many people talk about it, and today the way this is feeling for me is a sense of relief coming over me. I feel like the universal cosmic wave has been going a bit backwards recently with all the retrograde energies, and now I'm feeling that first sense of I guess the hope has been there, but the hope has been like looking for momentum and looking for the opening. And now I'm kind of feeling this crossing of the pinnacle and into the easier part of the journey. Like we've gone to the top of the mountain and now it's time to climb back down. And so there's some kind of opening of energy. So let's take a moment. I'd like to today say the Reiki prayer. That is the just for today affirmations. And feel free to skip ahead, double time, or just advance the video if you don't wish to take part in that. But opening the energy does help. Let any type of anxiety or fear cross through the threshold of the smoke and be transmuted. And take a deep breath with me. Just for today, I will not worry. Just for today, I will choose not to anger. Just for today, I will be in alignment with my gratitude. I will give thanks for my many, many blessings on this day. Just for today, I will do my work with honesty, integrity, justice for all beings. Just for today, I will choose kindness towards every living being in this multiverse, seen and unseen, for the highest possible good of all. So mote it be. One more deep breath. And let any of that stuff go. So let's actually get started with the code cards here. I pre-shuffled and we had 2 left on the desk. Curious what energy is there. I haven't peeked yet. We have prosperity and tantric journey. That sounds great. The intention set for this reading is to do something more aligned with our professional sphere. So if you're a person that works, this is something about career. But for those that are watching this in alignment with purpose, being aligned with your calling or your sacred work, take that as you will. But here we have prosperity and tantric journey showing up under the deck, authority. So I feel like for many of us, we're starting to understand how we can actually take charge of something in a new way. We understand something new, like there's breaking news is the way that my brain is hearing this now. And so Tantric Journey is about getting to kind of the crux of your balanced energy, where the fulcrum, the moment, the torque, the necessary critical mass, whatever you see as the thing, or perhaps in this case, that 1212 portal being brought more and more open. Those of us that are consciously intending to open portals for the highest good are supported in this energy, and we will generally be the way showers that push through a little ahead of evidence that there is something on the other side. It's like we feel it and we instinctively intuitively or have been guided by our spiritual teams in whatever manner that is for you, that there's something in this for us. And so we move through, and that's how we kind of, the amount of people that are moving through this breakthrough energy are holding the portal open. So you may actively know that you're doing this, or this may be somewhat news to you, or this may not be quite your reading, but somebody involved in this situation. But rest assured, the energy has been opened, and it feels like this release and relief. We've got in a few days here the full moon, and the full moon in any time of the year is always about release. But at the end of the year here, the calendar year is finishing up. We have many people celebrating those end of year routines and observances, holidays, family gatherings, whatever might be, setting intentions for new year time. And yeah, so let's get into the cards. So let's give it a shuffle while we're on camera, just for due diligence here. Okay, we have integration coming out first. Root chakra, getting something really grounded. That's what I was getting out of that authority card, having the instinctual understanding of how to make a shift or a change. And for that matter, with authority, you could be having some type of exchange with a boss, or you may be getting some type of promotion or making some boss moves for yourself, moving into entrepreneurial energy. Oh yeah. Now we have this root chakra, crown chakra with delight. This is you integrating something that is going to be very prosperous for you. And it's something, it's like you're seeing it from the beginning to the end. We talked also about this 1212 portal being the bridge between spirit and matter. And I often, when I get these two together, particularly when they come out with Tantric Journey, this is more even than root to crown. This is earth star chakra to soul star chakra. It's taking us to the next level. Here's conception. So there's something starting at this time. And that's the energy we were getting, talking about this release and then some type of ascension to a new level. Here we have the expansion card, Merkaba. So some of you may be doing some astral work, astral travel, or having dreams in that regard. Conception wants to come out again. And I think we'll stop there. Now underneath we have 31 magic. So yeah, I think that the group that we're looking at today are very intuitive, and you guys are doing this. I don't want to speculate on exactly what each one is doing your own self for your own magical practices, but it looks like it has something to do with developing the unconditional love, that unity consciousness with the unconditional universal love card here. Doing something for the highest possible good. So many of you are doing some of this energy work. Instead of this shamanic deck, I'm really wanting to get into the Lemurian deck. Let's just get a couple out of the Lemurian deck, and we'll set them up here as oracles in a moment. There we go. The violet flame. So transmuting something. Look at how that energy is swirling from her hands up to the cosmos. Excuse me a moment. I've been drinking a lot of coffee today. I know it's not the best. But she holds the energy in her hand like it's her sacred staff, which is another card of authority. And she's connected with her third eye to the third eye of the cosmos. She's in communication with the over observer, her inner observer. Her inner verse is the multiverse. Her meaning the depiction in the card. The infinite. Beautiful. Look at that Merkaba expansion and that tantric interconnectivity with the cosmos. If you could get some time in meditation, I feel like you'd be rewarded with some type of download energy during the 1212 portal. I would suggest as many of you as possible do try to take time to set your energies and intention for powerful world peace. I know, as corny as it may sound to some individuals, the people I'm talking to here know how serious it can really be to be a portal of divine love ourselves. And so I believe too it's important the types of invitations that we do and do not take up, because we need to be in a specific vibration. And so if we are around these lower vibrational frequencies, it should only be in the process of transmutation, perhaps even for professional recompense, I'm hearing. So for instance, this is kind of showing me the many times, particularly the most when I was first attuned to Reiki, or when I first started really reading cards. Many individuals that weren't comfortable, or maybe not able to support my gifts, still wanted my readings. And so this was a learning experience for me. And so where I choose to put my energy towards my free energy and energy work is in particular places such as online here. I'm not getting paid for this at this time. It would be great. I do have a little link if you guys want to support the channel in any type of way, but I leave that completely up to you guys at this point. This is my free operation, as well as my meditation practice, my cleansing and clarifying process in alignment with what I hope to be the most humble, universal, multiversal student that I could possibly be, and still honoring my individuality and my ego and my sovereignty in very grounded ways. And so I feel like that's kind of like setting those intentions really unlocks the sacral chakra. It's the second chakra beyond the soul, or besides the earth star chakra, and then the root chakra, which is already here. And then we have sacral, and it's called the core of creation. So creativity by use of influence and the will happens in the solar plexus, the will center. But before even getting to that place, we delve into the sacral region. Is our gut. It's a different kind of a gut brain, and it's the initiate the initiate I'm hearing, but the initiator of the experiences and what becomes expressed, because it's like the root is concerned with continuity of species and things like that, and physiological needs. Then the sacral is really where we take in our experience as some kind of either a validation or an indication of our interconnectivity, our value, our relevance, and how useful we are, and how rewarded we are by the universe. And so it gets quite entangled, as you can imagine, with our urge for abundance and prosperity versus our ability to truly understand how blessed we are, even when things are not in the best standing. You know, we're always going to have certain challenges, but I feel like there's this necessary perspective shift that perhaps we've been through this gateway many different times with this lesson in the past. but it's coming back up for some type of a reason. Here we have endless opportunities under the desk, talking about the various situations that come through our sacral region, and then the way that creates the magic within, and then that becomes broadcast further forward. So before I lose some of you guys on what the heck am I talking about, I'm going to get just a little bit more 3D here, get you guys some oracle cards from the Whispers of the Ocean, and then we're going to get into the shamanic deck to get some deeper meaning. So let's see, where's my collective at? Let's get a few different cards so we can catch everybody up. What are we talking about, if it is not already clear? Show me, Spirit. In the light of the moon, beautiful. So somewhat could be related to December 15th moon or the next moon at the time of your viewing this. It says a full moon can shine light on what you have been resisting. This can be anything from your fears to your soul's beauty. So that's beautiful. So weren't we talking about that too? As far as the sacral chakra being the broadcaster of our relevance and our interconnectivity, it's governed by the element of water, and so it's very psychic in its nature, and it's also very fluid, ideally fluid. It can be, of course, as we know, water can be frozen, water can be even into a vapor, a mist. And so I'm getting something in regards to this, that we need to navigate our emotional psychic waters in a new way to be able to address, is there too much heat for the water to really be hydrating? Because if it's all evaporating, then it's like when we perspire a lot, so to speak, we need to rehydrate the body. So these are perhaps metaphors in this way, or maybe we truly do need to hydrate a bit. I'm feeling my throat is also cracky and creaky. I don't normally drink so much coffee in a day, but I brewed a pot late and brought it with me. Underneath the deck, 2 cards want to be shown. Number 11, persistent drive. It shows up with a bunch of fish with some sharks. They seem to be kind of amiable, right? And this can maybe depict the kind of rat race mentality at someone's job, or evidenced out in the world. It's like there are predator, there are prey, there are those capable of things that we aren't necessarily capable of, and vice versa, such as coping skills too. I'm not talking just about violent acts, no way. The persistent drive is like how somebody can clue in somewhat to their instincts and their potential. See, we also have these striped fish. It's kind of reminding me of camouflage on the Sahara Desert by the zebras, or in these fish case, amongst the seaweed. It reads, see what you desire and move towards that goal. It's time to zero in on your purpose. Use your intuition and your instincts to guide you for the optimal outcome. So there's something, by the time perhaps under the light of the moon, that you're gaining a lot more personal authority and autonomy in. You're trusting your instincts and your skills perhaps to move towards your true goals. You're understanding something about your true value in this way, and releasing some type of personal imprisonment or sabotage, perhaps in the extremes, or even external caging that happens when you're aligned with something previous, or engaging in something that you're not aligned with, whether these are social obligations or choices and invitations, or professional jobs, bosses or clients that weren't in your highest interest. And so now that you've been moving through this portal of recognizing what to what comes with you through this portal. I think that you're going to see a lot more momentum in the coming phase. And this is an interesting card for me. It's not a level of maturity thing. It's just it looks a certain way. I'm sure if you were looking at it, you'll see it. 34 reduces to a 7, and it reads, the gift of neutrality. Balance is at work in your life. Yin and yang are opposites in energy, but reside side by side to create the gift of neutrality. So yes, there's definitely this rebalancing. That's the whole nature of the tantric journey and this cosmic bridge that you are invoking in your life, and it's breaking loose some stagnant energy, perhaps either overactive or underactive, understimulated energy through the sacral chakra. And so you may be feeling an upsurge in perhaps even your schmexual energy here because of the liberation of stagnant energy, particularly with root and sacral chakra, and talking about this core of creation. And then we have conception here. And then even with third eye chakra, whether this is a literal birth or the birth of a vision or the conceiving of a plan, it's highly fertile time here for very energetic clearing, a very energetic endeavor, however that meaning comes through your beingness. But it seems that this neutrality energy is talking about particularly rebalancing your psychic and emotional waters by both grounding in earth and anchoring into spiritual levels. So let's do one last, here we go. A few cards coming out here. We've got Deep Diver, diving into a task is number 10. Perfect. That's the emotional waters there, emotional psychic waters. So somehow this energy here is coming through you, and this is giving you this huge liberation of energy here on the emotional psychic level. And so this is perhaps a vision that you may be given or gifted here with prosperity that shows you how to accomplish your endpoint. And here we have the perfect storm. I absolutely love this for you. Number 44, master number 44. This is an activation in this card closer to the heart region, but this obviously the emotional waters are very emotional. And so this deep dive here that you're doing on the shamanic level, emotional level, could very much liberate a bunch of tears or something such as that. So whether it's blood, sweat, or tears type of endeavor, or really getting busy and getting really on task with a vision or a manifestation here, or really doing your energetic cleansing and clearing and working for this ultimate unconditional universal love force energy resurgence in the world, it is perfectly aligned. And so you may feel this release coming through tears in your situation. We have number 14 under the deck, experiencing life as it comes. I often see this as astral travel here through, like, I'm hearing the halls of a mentee right now, but it's very much, it looks like a labyrinth, but it's somewhat how I can perceive us all traversing the astral realms. And we sometimes will cross paths, and sometimes at night when I meditate and do some of my cleansing and clearing before going to bed, I will sometimes, when I release my judgments, I will see faces of people that I have no knowledge of who these people are. And if I judge the face, it moves away. Instead, I choose sometimes to just wish this individual the highest and just be curious about it. And ask if there's a message, and then release that and go on my way. And I kind of sense that this is kind of this new experience that you're having of astral travel, maybe even some kind of remote viewing. Do so with utmost integrity, particularly when the gateways are open, because we want to keep our energy nice, high, and tight, if you know what I mean. Ooh, eyes of the eagle, rising above the fray. Something that you're doing may very well bring you some type of recognition or elevation. We started out with prosperity and authority for a reason here. And so this connection that you're doing, you're rising above those that, oh, beautiful. I didn't understand. I had two in my hand, but there it is, the arrow, true north, highest possible good. It's like getting on track with something, letting our arrow strike the target through the center of the apple. That's the number 3 and number 18 here. So we're striking something very true. We're getting to the heart of something, and it's bringing forth whatever we're looking into. That activation happening at the heart space of the crow is then illuminating our awareness of something. Look at that. That eyeball is highly illuminated, and the information that's been magnified here is all of these blue codes. So there's a lot of code work, code talking, information coming through in regards to that. I want to split the deck. So now we have Earth. Here, something is not set in stone. There's something ecologically that's being guided to be addressed or talked about or connected with. This could be a guide stepping forward to you in a more tangible way, as far as this gaining the astral awareness on this journey, this tantric journey of interconnectivity. Something is definitely going on as far as guidance. So this is like this face stepping forward, perhaps in your inner vision. So yeah, some type of vision. All right, anything further from the shamanic deck? Hope you guys are enjoying the reading. If you do, please do consider helping out the channel and hitting some of those buttons for us. Now the energy got all crazy when I got back. Under the deck, we have the farther gate, taking a bold step forward, absolutely, with this boss energy, number 55. Fives are all about change. I can't take this whole stack, but this big stack here comes through with mindful group think underneath. Something here about our relevance to the collective. There's this urge that's like, I do enjoy this type of topic of conversation or this pursuit, but I don't enjoy this thing. And so redirecting one's time and attention to rebalance some type of interaction. Underneath this one, unmarked trail, revelation. Something's being revealed to you. You're gaining the wisdom and insight that you need. And under that is the sacred contract with covenant. Soul contract, switch and change up. What's in there? Oh my gosh. So many things, so mindful. There's a lot of information coming to you at once, perhaps. And I believe that whatever's being revealed to you is something to do with this activation, this newfound awareness, something that has been shown to you, perhaps through this insightful tantric astral journey. There's some type of clearing of some type of old group think mentality that as that goes through, it's like the perfect storm is getting to the point where it's like, to go back to that previous example. So when I was giving away my services for free, I also wanted to work in the industry, but you can't make money if you give it away for free. You're giving the evidence and the message to the universe that it does. it doesn't need to be paid. These are free services. So perhaps it's in your best interest to address some of your ideas around asking for help, clarity, insight, or prosperity from the universe and from the individuals who would be your clients otherwise. Whale song, this is resonating. And if you place the words not from an emotionally charged standpoint of, oh well, you're taking advantage of me, because they don't mean to probably take advantage of you, not most people, but to resonate with them, it's like, this is my livelihood, this is what the charge for that service is, and then you're protecting your future in that way. This dragon activation's been going on all of this year. This final card, heart home, compassion. Resonate with compassion, with the things that challenge you, whether this is an activation of your own prosperity, which it does look like it is. It's an abundance mindset, which is absolutely in charge of how the other chakras are able to understand the presence of prosperity, blessings, and gratitude in our lives, and how we then activate that lesson and invoke it to respond from the mirror going forward. Yes, beautiful. So this compassion that we hold for ourselves and for others is going to possibly help us to not over or under give in the same ways that have challenged us. Perhaps we've been doing a little bit of both in this tantric journey. In the attempt to balance, we can kind of sway to the two extremes, the polarities. Sun Tzu says he wins his battles by making no mistakes. Making no mistakes is what establishes the certainty of victory, for it means conquering an enemy that has already been defeated. So if you know it is your calling and your destiny to be abundant and to be well regarded and loved and have this possibly recognizable reputation for somebody who's above board and rises above the fray in that way, knowing that, then it's the only thing standing in way of that is our own ability to unlock our own cage and set our voice free and ask for it to come in. Sun Tzu also said, thus, one who is skillful at keeping the enemy on the move maintains deceitful appearances, according to which the enemy will act. He sacrifices something that the enemy may snatch at it. Interesting. I don't know if we're really talking about enemies here or not, but take it as you will. We cannot enter into alliances until we are acquainted with the designs of our neighbors. So do you have what they want? Then does the price match? And then we have number 50, which I won't have time to read. Go ahead and pause that and read it if you will. Thank you so much for joining today, and may you unlock your abundance during this 1212 portal. Between now and then, may you be manifesting all of this beauty and grace through the power of your gratitude. Sending so much love to you guys. Take care.